I just felt like I was being ripped apart from my family and who I trusted and loved. I didn't know what to expect because it just happened so quickly, especially after just having a baby and just also being worried about what you're going to do and how you're going to parent the child, and also being very young and being away from your friends and your hometown. I didn't know where I was going and who the people were that I was going to. I didn't trust them because I had never met them before. My name's Kaitlin and I'm 18 years old. I came into care 3 days after I had my daughter.
Did you know you were going to go into care?
I knew the day before. I didn't like the idea, I was really upset. I didn't like being away from my family and what was normal to me. And my household was very abusive and violent. I grew up without that much money, and it was kind of tough growing up because I didn't really have, couldn't get new clothes or new shoes whenever I wanted. Went out with my mates every day. I had okay grades in school. I was a bit naughty now and again and got suspended. Before I came into care, I didn't really have a plan for my future. I was a bit like, oh well, I'm just going to go and do this with my friends, or I'll just sag a few lessons and just do things I wanted to do. I remember walking in with my daughter and it was just welcoming. Everyone had smiley faces, and I remember having beans on toast for my tea and my foster carer was just sitting with me. The first few weeks were very hard. I didn't have any trust in anyone. I just wanted to distance myself and withdraw myself from life and everyone around me. I noticed that I was really depressed and low at the time, and I just completely missed my family and living in Liverpool. I tried to distance myself away from Jenny and Ro just because I didn't know them, and I just wanted to go home and I just didn't want to talk to anyone or know anyone. I felt it hard to bond with my daughter in front of them. I was okay talking to my daughter and bonding with her alone, but I just felt uncomfortable in front of people. And I wasn't able to see my family and friends for a few weeks, which made it even harder because I couldn't really talk to them to tell them how I felt in person. And I just felt like no one understood me, and I just felt like I was useless and I shouldn't be here, and I shouldn't. I just wanted to be at home. We began to form a bond with the foster carers, Jenny and Ro. I had to try and learn to trust them, and began to go on walks together with and play with together, which then formed a lot more trust in them because I knew that they were there to care for both of us. Ralph is very jokey and talkative, and Jenny's she's very like busy, like she'll sort out meetings and paperwork and make sure people does the right things. They've helped me with my confidence. They've shown me how to care for my daughter when she was born. Jenny woke up with me on my night feeds for the first few weeks and months to make sure that I was reassured that I had someone to talk to, especially because I was going through a hard time, and at like the lonely hours I just felt really depressed and like down. She made sure I was doing the right thing, which then made me feel a bit more eased about leaving with them because I knew that I could trust them. So I started going back to school and I started listening more. I was on time to every lesson. My grades were all like distinctions and higher than what teachers expected me to get. It's changed because now I've got a daughter and reality hit where I knew I had to get my life together and do good for both of us, so she didn't grow up like me and struggling like my family. I mean, look at me now, I'm laughing. Like no one expected me to do this good, which then made me proud of myself. So I went to college and I just wanted to do even better to prove people that I can look after my daughter and also get the life I want to get. I've came a long way. I've had more courage in myself. I've been on trips with my friends. It's doing really good. I'm really proud of it as well. I'm hoping to get into uni to do occupational therapy and move into my own home and just be able to save up and go on holiday and be able to give the chance of having a good childhood, being able to afford things and being quite well off.